Jamaica Society for the Blind's Tech Tips.
Hey! Want to know what we're talking about on Tech Tips this week? Games!
Yay!
By the way, if you haven't already done so, remember to click on the subscribe button and share the video for other blind and visually impaired persons to benefit. Blind and visually impaired persons sometimes hear sighted people speak excitedly about playing games online, right? They talk about beating and playing with anybody across the world, and sometimes they even develop long-term friendships with these people across the world. Well, blind and visually impaired persons can also do this through two main platforms, RS Games and QuentinC's Game Room.
Wow.
These are two multi-gaming platforms that allow blind and visually impaired users to play card games, board games, and dice games with persons from anywhere in the world. Both these platforms allow for persons to socialize through either text or live chat.
Alright, let's get into it. QuentinC's Game Room. This donation-funded, client-based service allows several users to play multiple games and socialize with other gamers. It is available on both Mac and Windows computers.
How does it work? To get connected to the server, you will have to download the web client from QuentinC's.net.
You can click on the link in the description below the video.
Then run the installer. Once the installation is complete, go to your desktop and press enter on the QuentinC's icon. When the client is launched, you will be asked to provide a username and a password. If you're a first-time user, tap twice to the Create Account button and press enter. You will then be taken to a page where you can enter your details. There are also some quick access keys that can be used when navigating the first window of the client, like Alt-P for password, Alt-U for username, Alt-L for lost password, and Alt-C to connect. After you have successfully connected to the server, you will see these options.
Create a new table, join a table, restore a table, options, functions and more. Leave the playroom.
To see the list of games, click the Create a Table option and you will see games like Dominoes, 1000 Miles, Uno, Spades, and a lot more. After choosing a game, you can access the instructions for that game by pressing F2 and pressing down arrow to the game rules or instructions. All the games on this platform are accessible with all your various screen readers. Your screen reader gives a running commentary on every move or play made by each player in the game, so you are in touch with what your opponents are doing. If there are no players available to play with you at the time, you can play with a computer-generated player called bots.
Round up. 4/4. 1/6/6. Enter. You play a domino 6/6 to the left. It's Daddy Duck's turn. 1/6. Daddy Duck plays a domino 4/6 to the left. It's your turn. C. 4/6. 4/4.
So, there is no reason for you to feel left out.
RS Games.
The RS Game Client is a revolutionary gaming client that allows users to play against each other in multiple games. There are a lot of similarities between the QuentinC's client and the RS Game Client. With the RS Game Client, similarly to QuentinC's, you will have to download and run the installer. You can download it from rsgames.org. When you have completed setup, you then open the client from your desktop.
Welcome to the RS Games Client version 2.01.
At the logon screen, you will then be asked to provide a username and a valid email address. Your password will be sent to the email address you provided. We strongly suggest that you change it to something that you can remember. You can do so by going to Change Password in the main menu. In the main menu, you will be greeted with your games, some of which are similar to the ones in QuentinC's. Just choose your game and press enter. In the game, you will be presented with your game options like
New game, join game, list games, view scoreboards, view game stats, polls, switch game, force redash download of sounds, quit.
You can create a new game by clicking on that option and press Ctrl F1 to see the rules and instructions. RS Games is also compatible with the latest screen readers, and it also gives running commentary on every move and play made by a player in your game. Similarly to QuentinC's, you have the option of playing with the bots if there aren't any players around.
Enter the active target. This is round 1. Each player is dealt 6 cards. You draw: 100 miles, 100 miles, 25 miles, repair, end of speed limit, and red light. You go first. It is your turn. Draw card, enter. You draw a card, red light. You don't have any playable cards. 100 miles. You discard a 100 miles card. It is Goldina's turn. Goldina draws a card. Goldina plays a green light. It is your turn.
RS Games is also accessible for both Windows and Mac devices, and is also accessible for some iOS devices.
Okay, so this week it was all about games. RS Games and QuentinC's Game Rooms allows blind and visually impaired persons like yourself to enter into the exciting world of gaming. So go ahead, download the clients and practice and try. Let's see what you're made of. What will we come with next week? Stay tuned, you never know. Jamaica Society for the Blind's Tech Tips, empowering the blind and visually impaired through technology.
Want more of these weekly tech tips? Then subscribe to this channel. Leave your comments, like, and share.
This has been a production of the JSB Library.